Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever WLW Draft. I am joined by my co-host and co-owner, Krios and Mexi.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
So tonight we thought that we'd switch some things up. We'd get the rosters together and we'd draft everyone into their own show. Monday nights being me and HNS, Thursday nights being me and Mexi, and Saturdays being me and Krios. So the first round, we're going to start off with Monday Night Mania. How this is going to work is I'm going to showcase who got drafted, and then after the fact, we're going to talk about the said picks and what it's going to mean for that show moving forward.
With the first pick in the 2023 WLW Draft, we have the WLW United States Champion, El Bufon Loco.
Obviously, the first pick goes to Monday Night Mania, picking El Bufon Loco, the current WLW United States Champion, to represent Monday Nights. To be honest, this isn't a very shocking pick. I mean, he has gold. It's a good pick. Surprised they didn't pick the WLW champion, but obviously El Bufon Loco's it's improved somewhat. So
Exactly.
Unique crazy.
With the second pick of the 2023 WLW Draft, Monday Night Mania selects Butcher!
And he's back.
I mean,
It's a surprise.
it is a surprise the fact that Butcher had been selected Monday night on his own.
Mexi, you have no idea how much money I had to spend to bring him back.
Do you any quote unquote favors to go
that
back?
contract hurts. I will be honest, that contract hurts.
But it's worth it. Like, he's worth all the money.
Oh, yes. he is,
Butcher
very
is
much.
like a former WLW tag team. We'll have to go about this more in depth after the round's over. But, I mean, Butcher is legitimately one of the best luchadors we've ever had.
With the third pick of the WLW Draft, Monday Night Mania selects Soñador Místico.
Wow.
Great talent.
That's a huge pick,
It's a
to
game
say the
changer.
least. Legitimately, the man that beat El Bufon Loco clean last week is now on the same brand as El Bufon Loco, and I guarantee you we're going to have a rivalry between the two of them. But what a
Oh, I'm
pick
sure-
by Monday night.
I'm sure El Bufon Loco is not happy right now seeing him.
Oh, definitely not.
And with the fourth pick of the WLW 2023 Draft, Monday Night selects Draco!
Another star-studded pick.
I'm
I mean-
quite jealous.
Soñador Místico, the United States champion, and Butcher. And now Draco on the same roster.
Monday night is going to be
Monday nights are going to be
roster.
must-watch for the WLW, let me tell you.
Great selection here.
And now Draco on the same brand as the man that beat him to get that U.S. title at Rebirth. Obviously, there's going to be a conflict of interest there. You got that three-way going on.
And you have
Exactly.
Butchers as well.
Correct.
With the fifth pick of the WLW 2023 Draft, Monday Night Mania selects Aries!
An up-and-coming luchador out of Puerto Rico. Guy that we thought we'd give him a shot. He's more than flashy when it comes to his performance in the ring. And kind of one of those guys that we got for dirt cheap, but damn, is he going to be good.
He makes up for that Butcher contract.
Exactly.
But his
I'm
in work is going to be worth it.
With the sixth pick of the WLW 2023 Draft, Monday Night Mania selects Sean Booker!
This one is near and dear to my heart. This man has been around the United States, has made a name for himself, has his patented spear, his Superman punch. Or I'm sorry, not the Superman punch. He calls it something different for copyright reasons. I don't know off the top of my reason. I don't know, remember the name of it, but one of those men that honestly could take the WLW US Championship off of El Bufon Loco.
With the 7th pick in the WLW 2023 Draft, Monday Night Mania selects Joshua the Nightmare Kincaid.
Well, this is interesting. Best friend of Sean Booker, Joshua Kincaid. Both men, same stories. Been around the nation, been around the world, made a name for themselves. The patented Night Terror that Joshua Kincaid hits for his finisher is brutal. And again, another star-studded selection by Monday Night Mania. So far, they have not missed.
For now, and you have a tag team now in that one.
Exactly.
There'll be some great matches.
With the 8th pick in the WLW 2023 Draft, Monday Night Mania selects Lil Mo.
I said they haven't missed up until this point.
Panda, I thought no fans can join this.
You
draft.
know, from Nashville, Tennessee, Little Mo was great in the Indies. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know, man.
Surprise pick?
With the 9th pick in the WLW, Monday Night Mania selects Vinny.
Vinny is from Brooklyn, New York. Pretty sure his dad's a part of the mob.
I mean, look at his stash. He's a little like a mobster style hitman.
I was gonna say I think he might need to shave that stash though.
100%. But I mean, who knows if he's going to?
No, probably is not his budget.
And with the final pick of the first round for Monday Night Mania, they select Brutus.
This is a big motherfucker, standing at nearly 7'2", weighing at over 365 pounds. This man is a beast. Welcome to the discussion part for Monday Night Mania's round. First off, initial reactions. What do we think so far?
Besides the fan hillbilly that we just got, Monday Night seems to be interesting. So far, started with stars.
It's got quite a diverse array.
I mean, honestly, let's
sure.
go. Let me go through the list real quick of just like what is going to be on that show. You have Joshua Kincaid and Sean Booker, both people best friends. Obviously, probably going to be a tag team one point when we implement a tag team championship. We're still working on that, but I think the big names, Sonidor Mystico, Draco, Butcher, and El Bufon Loco being in the same division. Like, that is 4 men that we could honestly see pay-per-view matches with. We could see storylines for days with these two. I mean, or with these 4 for that matter. I mean, think about Sonidor Mystico beating El Bufon Loco last week single-handedly, no problem whatsoever. Draco losing at Rebirth to El Bufon Loco. And then obviously Butcher, he's a former WLW tag team champion. I mean, Mexi, you know a lot about Butcher. He feuded with your favorite tag team at the time.
Yes. Again, I'm surprised that Butcher's on his own with Avalanche. That is.
Yeah, it's one of those things where Butcher wants to make a name for himself. I mean, me and Krios, when we talked to him, Butcher made it very clear. I think he talked to Krios more than me, but he made it very clear he wanted to be on his own for this. I mean, I can't comment on it any more than that.
I mean, he understands they hate the Canadians, so it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, do you have any input on the Butcher thing, Krios? I mean, because I feel like he talked to you more than he talked to me.
You know what? With Butcher, as you said, he's definitely trying to make a name for himself. He definitely wants to show off what he can do on his own right now. Maybe in the future we'll see that tag team reemerge again, but
yeah,
I look out for right now for Butcher just wanting to prove himself. So he's competed with a chip on his shoulder.
So then we have the 3 picks that are kind of questionable. Vinny, Brutus, and a Little Mo. Little Mo, for example, this dude is from Nashville, Tennessee, walked up to our doorstep pretty much and was like, hey, can I get an opportunity? Fuck it. Why not? Then we did some research. This man is like the king of death matches. I watched him put someone through a table that was full of fluorescent light bulbs.
Are you sure it's not a typical Saturday night at the bar?
It looked like it hurt a lot. There was a lot of blood. Little Mo has never been a champion ever. He claims that he met The Rock once. I don't know how credible that is. Former huge legend, The Rock, for another promotion. He also claims that he used to work for another promotion, like a big one, but there is no record of that happening. So,
Are you sure he's not a hobo on the street just pretending that he's a wrestler?
Dude, he came to the ring with a fucking kendo stick. How am I supposed to know? We tried to do research. We tried to do research on this motherfucker, and we couldn't find shit. But like, we signed him for like $20.
You know what? If he proves that he can keep and hang around, he'll be worth the investment.
Then we got the 7-foot tall giant fucking Brutus. Brutus is esteemed throughout Europe and, I mean, your neck of the woods, Motortown, or as I don't know how they call it wherever the fuck that part of the town is. But this man, he advertises himself as the next big thing, big meaning his height and weight. He says that he wants to claim that WLW United States Championship and is excited to get to work. But there's a long line ahead of him. There is at least 3 dudes ahead of him. And right now, I mean, Sonya Mystico is the one that's probably gunning for it the most out of anyone.
I mean, with Buddha, it's the fact that he is 7 foot tall, over 7 foot tall. And the fact that it really became clear that he wanted to show off that he can do it. The only issue is that we don't know much about him.
Yeah. All in all, I give Monday night's draft looks solid 8 out of 10. There's a couple of bad draft picks, but for the most part, it's pretty good.
Give it 8 out of 10.
It's a decent draft. I'll give it that. And some possible upstarts. Who knows? We may actually see a rise of those two between Little Mo and Brutus.
Now we're going to see what Thursday night can do, and I'm very interested to see what Mexi selected.
With the first pick in the WLW Thursday Night Revolution Draft, Thursday nights select the WLW champion, Ikano Kaieto.
The name
that is massive.
I mean, we need those stars. The fact that we have the WLW champion in our brand, the young Hud stud.
Jesus Christ, dude, that is massive. Like you have the champ. Like WLW is gonna have the WLW champion is gonna be on Thursday nights.
I mean, he said it best. The fact that he doesn't want to do the scrubs on Monday nor Saturday. He wants to show prime time Thursdays. So
yeah, I mean, you did good. You did good with your first pick. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's like a solid 10 out of 10. Ikano Kaieto beating Sol Caballero Oscuro on fucking Rebirth. Mm-hmm. Obviously, when it comes to talent, he's at the top of the list.
Yes, he is by far one of the top guys we saw in our rebranded WLW.
Exactly.
And now Thursday night we'll see the face of an era.
With the second pick in the WLW Draft, Thursday Night Revolution selects El Numero Uno.
Well, you really just stole the draft, didn't you, Mexi?
I mean,
fuck's sake!
after the conclusion of Rebirth, why not bring El Numero Uno to continue his rivalry with him? So
Yeah, I mean, shit. What can't we say about El Numero Uno? Former WLW champion, fucking made a statement Sunday.
I mean, like you said, this is indie numero uno. We don't know
Yeah.
what his comparable of what we saw from the past.
Correct.
With the third pick in the WLW Draft, Thursday Night Revolution selects Prince Kabuto.
The son of King Yuta, Prince Kabuto, at 18 years old, signed with the WLW 2 days ago and is now drafted to Thursday Night Revolution.
Look, we cannot get King Yuta for contractual obligation reason and price, but he is gracious enough to give us his son to join our Thursday night.
I don't
coalition,
think
and-
you know, do you? No
No,
one
I don't.
informed you. King Yuta's dead.
Ah, shit.
That is the date he died. That is tattooed on his son, 6/27/2023. A day that will live on in infamy in the WLW. The day King Yuta died. And now we got a son.
Big for vengeance. The heck?
With the fourth pick in the WLW Draft, Thursday Night Revolution selects Adam.
Adam is a very, very interesting character. I'm surprised that he was picked this early. Representative of obviously a certain someone. Adam is one of,
we can tell.
Adam is one of those guys that, I mean, when we signed him, we were kind of curious he was going to go to Monday nights. Now he's on Thursdays, and it's going to be interesting to see what he does.
I really
You might-
thought it was gonna go Monday, but man, going on Thursday is gonna be very interesting.
With the next pick in the WLW Draft, Thursday Night Revolution selects Wildcat.
God damn it!
The Orange Salesman is back, baby!
You've been acting and joining. I keep saying no.
Yeah!
Frozen.
I made this pick.
Why?
I wanted Wildcat on Thursday nights. Thank
Back
God.
for him. Fuck.
Now you gotta deal with the Orange Salesman, Mexi. Get
Wait.
fucked.
They never told me we were paying in oranges.
Yes, sir.
Well, okay, that's fine by me then.
I got a great deal on this one.
The next pick, Thursday Night Revolution selects Panther.
Oh my God, that's massive.
Okay.
So not only do you have Ikano Kaedo,
Numero
Prince
uno.
Kabuto, El Numero Uno, Wildcat, you now have Panther and Adam. Dude, I mean, that's in itself, those men are star-studded. But you
Okay,
still
okay,
have
don't-
picks left.
Don't compare Wildcat to Star Started, okay? Fucking
With
Wildcat.
the next pick in the WLW Draft, Thursday Night Revolution selects L. Gerald, the WLW Mexico champion.
And we got another champion of brand with the Seaman Demon just coming at right at us. Literally
The
and
WLW Mexico champion is on Thursday nights, baby. What a shocking turn of events. 2 titles on Thursday
Well,
nights.
Well, Elger wanted to be a fighting champion. He said
And he
if he wanted
has
a
been.
Thursday,
He has
Yeah.
been a fighting champion.
and he wanted to have an open challenge with anyone.
And with the next pick in the WLW Draft, Thursday Night Revolution selects El Caballero Usquero.
The up-and-coming luchador for the ages. The man that lost Ikano Kaedo at Rebirth, but put up a really good fight, is on Thursday nights.
Well, Asquero, numero uno, our champion, is gonna be heated to the main event scene
Oh,
after.
for sure.
Can he know Asquero have a chip in his shoulder after Rebirth?
Exactly. I mean, that he in itself is a very good pick and can make a brand, but you got so many star-studded people on this roster. I'm curious to see who's going to take it.
With the next pick in the WLW Draft, Thursday Night Revolution selects HK16.
Here comes a guy out of, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on where he's from. Out of, San Francisco, California. A guy good in the indies. Krios knows a lot more about him than I do. I'll talk about him more in depth after the fact, but he was a very, very good person in the indies, and we wanted him a part of this brand.
Yeah, we need some young guys, so.
And with the final pick in the WLW Draft for Thursday Night Revolutions, they select Sol Osquero.
That's a big motherfucker.
I mean, he did intimidate me, tell me he want to get signed or he will fucking murder me. So, yeah.
So, Thursday Night Revolution.
Well, we're coming out hot and singing for sure.
Thursday Night Revolution might have just had the best draft.
I mean,
ever.
We have 2 champions. We have the majority of the old WLW before they rebranded, and
let's go through the top of this. So first off, you have Icano Kaedo, the WLW champion, huge pick. Obviously, when it comes to what we do here at WLW, he is at the peak for that.
Yeah, exactly.
And has been dominant. I mean, he got thrown off a fucking cell through a table and somehow still won. I couldn't tell you how. And then you got the man who fought him at Rebirth, Caballero Osquero, who is a up-and-coming luchador. He's 20 years old, so Prince Kabuto, we will talk about in a minute, but El Caballero Osquero is probably one of the most must-see luchadors in the promotion. What he did at Rebirth was unthinkable and barely lost. I mean, he really put up a fucking fight.
I mean, our Hell in a Cell match was probably one of the best we ever saw in WWE history.
Exactly.
Those motherfuckers don't die, and then Osquero just lost, but doesn't mean he didn't show a fight. He did.
And then the man that Krios signed behind my back as a surprise, El Numero Uno, is on Thursday nights now.
Well, I mean, it makes sense after Sunday with him returning.
Correct. It does make sense, but like, Krios, how the fuck did you pull? I mean, I know he was like took a leave of absence and stuff because of King Yuta, but I didn't think he was coming back.
He wanted to come back and paid a lot of money for that one.
He probably wants the title back. I mean, he never lost it. It was kind of just taken from him because it was vacant when we had to rebrand and we bought the company. But that is another star-studded name for for Thursdays. And then, probably the biggest name in WLW history, the Seaman Demon. I mean, getting El Gerald on Thursday nights is massive.
Yes. To be honest, again, it's just something with our champion, the fact that he just wanted to have more competition, and he saw.
He definitely has a ton of competition. I mean, Krios can probably say it with me. I mean, he legitimately that Thursdays is probably the best place for the Mexico Championship to be because all of the talent around it. Because you got El Numero Uno, you got Caballero Osquero, you got Wildcat, Prince Kabuto. I mean, you got Sol Osquero, Panther, Adam, and HK16. I mean, there's a bunch of guys there where
they have a lot of young talent.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Make it very, very fun to watch.
Okay, the only dark downside of the draft, and it could be a hot take, it could be very competitious on that word. Why do we have Wildcat?
All right, motherfucker, hold the phone before we get into that shit because that was dumb of what you just said. Let me remind you who Wildcat is. Former WLW International Champion, Wildcat.
Mm-hmm.
Former staple crop seller of Mexico, Wildcat. And former best friend of the show, Wildcat. That is why he got drafted to Thursday nights.
He
How
does
can
have
you
accolades.
Right? Why can't I go to Saturday or Monday? This is my question.
Because he does what he wants and he makes really good oranges. I don't know what to tell you.
So Todd,
He did quite sell enough for me to convince me to make sure he doesn't come on Saturday.
For
So-
sure.
so, I mean, as long as getting paid by oranges, that he can do whatever he wants.
And then the shocker, the one that I was not expecting him to sign, but he did because of his father, Prince Kabuta. Prince Kabuta
Yeah.
is 18 years old. He signed with WLW 2 days ago. And when we signed him, he said that he wanted to be a champion and he wanted to be a fighting champion when he gets that title shot. However, not only is Prince Kabuta being on the roster important and huge, El Numero Uno is also in the same division. So there might be maybe tag teams with them. There might be some mentoring there. We don't know yet. But I think when it comes to Prince Kabuta, him going to Thursday nights just makes sense.
I mean, before the tragic passion of King Yuta, King Yuta and Numero were set to be a tag team.
Exactly. Yeah, the Dream Team was supposed to come back together.
But unfortunately,
Yeah,
with the tragedy and
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
that happened before the rebrand, we didn't have a chance.
exactly. Chris, you have anything to add before we move on to Saturday's show?
I know one surprise pick was at HK16, but it's a talent that you're gonna enjoy watching. He was great on the Indies, and yeah, just
Oh yeah, his finisher is amazing. Dude,
I mean,
the fucking so like the GTS that was made popular by other wrestlers. So pretty much it's like that, but it's an inverted GTS.
yeah,
It's nasty.
He's-
It's amazing.
you're gonna have fun with him.
So is it better than Cock Monster Panini?
Yes, 100%. Yes. On to Saturday night's picks.
With the first pick in the WLW Draft, Saturday Night Absolution selects the WLW World Heavyweight Champion, The Ripper.
And this is how we start.
So, Saturday nights are known for our supernatural talents and things of that nature. So I did a lot of summonings. Pretty sure I'm in bed with like 6 different demons, but that's besides the point. But we have a world heavyweight champion, and we brought this man pretty much back from the dead. The Ripper is a dominant performer. I mean, he's so menacing when he walks to the ring. And a huge signing by Saturday nights. Me and Krios were so happy he was still there.
Yeah,
And he's a champ.
yeah, you know I'm gonna push you in front of me if he ever.
Yeah,
gets so close, right?
I'm very much aware. A
Good.
lot of these picks that'll happen to. I mean,
I mean,
But-
you could get famous for that on the website.
that is a man
Mhm.
determined to lead this promotion, this brand on Saturday nights. I would like the lights back though, so we can get on with the draft. If he could bring those back, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him go at his pace.
Thank God.
Oh, cool! He gave it back. Cool. Just was really worried they were working to get lights back. That's cool. All right, awesome. Great.
Yeah, he paid the electricity bill for a little bit.
Somebody said I have no bills yet. Jesus.
With the second pick in the WLW Draft, Saturday Night Absolution selects the King of Hell, Oblivion.
Former WLW, WHW champion, the King of Hell himself, Mexi, someone you know extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
My boy, Oblivion.
So this was when Panda was in his voodoo satanic ritual phase.
Yep.
How do you get him back?
Oh, you don't want to know. But look at the crown of the King of Hell. He's back.
Wait. Do you do the ritual again?
No. What? I'm
Someone else
excited to
done
have the King of
ritual.
Hell back in the WLW though, and obviously he's going to be vying for that World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh,
Wait.
the matches between Ripper and him are gonna be wonderful.
Oh, it's
yeah.
going to be nuts.
Yeah, Billy has been just the top monster in WHW. So I can't wait for you guys to enjoy.
With the third pick in the WLW Draft Saturday Night Absolution Selects, Unforgiven.
Another guy that I brought back from the WHW, Unforgiven. Very talented individual. I don't really know what to call him. I would just call him Every Kid's Nightmare, which is literally one of the names of his moves. I'll go into more detail of that when we do our analysis of the draft, but like, good pick. Very good pick. Solid pick for us. And Mexi, Oblivion knows the shit you talked, by the way. Just so you, that's why he's on Saturdays and not on Thursdays.
Yeah, because I don't have anything to make the show, so.
That's right.
And with the fifth pick, the fourth pick in the WLW Draft, Saturday Night Absolution Selects, Hikaru Kushida.
Now, this is a Krios pick.
This is my pick, all right.
Okay, Chris, go give me information about Kushida.
Kushida's. Go ahead.
So multi-time dominant in Japan champion. He has held it in different prefectures there, but now he's making his talent here, and he is
obviously vying
ready
for
to
that.
show everyone.
Yeah, obviously vying for that WLW Heavyweight Championship. I mean, that is one thing that he probably wants. However, there is also another title in this promotion for Saturday nights.
Mm-hmm.
And with the fifth pick in the WLW Draft, Saturday Night Absolution selects Richard Michaels Lawler, RML.
This dude's just a prick. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. He's a prick.
I can see that with his poses. What the fuck?
He's full of himself for sure. Something we'll talk about more in depth when we talk about the analysis of these picks after this. But another guy that we're like, oh, we need him just because of his talent.
He's great in the ring.
Oh.
And with the sixth pick in Saturday Night Absolution selects the Prince of the Abyss, the Fallen Demon, Mercy.
Max, you know this guy.
MRL, right?
Formerly known as Samael, rebranded, renamed by the King of Hell himself, Mercy.
Dada, I thought you were afraid of him.
Not anymore, no. He's like my bitch now because I'm cool with the king, so like he can't really fuck with me. Yeah.
I'm gonna have more in depth then. What the hell happened?
With the eighth pick in the WLW Draft, Saturday Night Absolution selects Billy McGillicuddy.
Another guy that Krios selected who was big in the Japanese indies.
Oh,
Billy McGillicuddy.
great talent right here.
From Ireland, finisher the McGillicutter is absolutely breathtaking and one of the greatest performers we have here at WLW now.
It's a beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful man.
And with the
Ooh.
next pick, Saturday Night Absolution selects Kenshi Tanahashi.
We'll talk about these guys more in depth, Krios, when we talk about the analysis. But another one of your picks, a guy from Japan that was star-studded that you made sure we got, was this guy.
Mm-hmm.
With the ninth pick in the WLW Draft, Saturday Night Absolution selects Martillo Aridente.
So, Martillo Ardente, after, insulting King Oblivion, or no, I'm sorry, King Yuta, he kind of had a change of mental states. You'll see what I'm talking. Yep, there you go.
Not gonna lie, I'm vibing.
I mean, knowing your Saturday Night brand, it's not far of the ordinary.
I don't really know what happened to him, Mexi. He gained weight and then I don't.
Tough times, man. It's tough times.
I mean, he's walking to the ring. I mean, is that steam? I don't even know how he got here.
You know, the less we say, the better.
Honestly, I think you're right.
Because he's looking at you for some reason.
Yeah, no, that dude can go. No, that dude can
I
fuck
think he has a
himself.
vendetta with you.
God, I hope not. I mean, after I talk shit about him with the whole King Yuta thing, it's all right. I'll just pat the King of Hell on the back, and then we'll be fine. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Like I said,
right.
we're just there. Carlos will.
And with the final pick, the WLW Draft, Saturday Night Absolution selects Makina de la Muerte.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you a star-studded performer, one of the best luchadors in our promotion, Makina de la Muerte. A man whose talent can only be compared to numero uno. Makina de la Muerte, who I'll talk about at length in our analysis, is a man that I scouted throughout the Mexico Indies, and a guy that I wanted to actually, when the first WLW was going on, who I wanted to bring in. He has talent just like Numero Uno, roughly the same age as Numero Uno. And I am so excited to have him on Saturday nights. I don't know what title he's going to go for, whether it be the WLW International title or the WLW World Heavyweight Championship. I don't know. But I don't think it matters. All right, so with that, the end of the draft. The draft is in the bag. There's a couple of things that I want to talk about. But first, I would like to point out that there are 2 titles in the Saturday night shows. I was thinking about making a second title for the Monday night show, but obviously I haven't really worked that out yet. I'm still working with the writers, and I'm still working with everyone behind the scenes to make that happen. But first,
we gotta purchase that second title too.
But first, I want to talk about someone that you were really high on, Kenshi Tanahashi.
Yes.
What about him made you want us to sign him? Because obviously, the look he has. I mean, with the Oni mask and the headdress type deal. He's a very good martial artist from what I understand, but I don't know that much about him.
Yeah, he's one of the hardest hitting people in all Japan, and you know what? With the talent that we were planning on drafting and who we got, it works very well, and he has very, very good credentials for what he has achieved in Japan. So having him here is going to be phenomenal.
And then Takeo Kushida. Kushida, I've heard that name before. Was that the man that knocked out Tanaka? Or not Tanaka, who the fuck's his name? It wasn't Tanaka, it was Raptor. Wasn't that the man who knocked out Raptor with that huge super kicker knee, like back in 2012 or so?
Yes, that was a very big surprise for everyone to see that knockout happen, especially how quick it was. Match didn't even go a full minute, and the knockout happened, and rest is history. So
I mean,
now he's joined us
on Saturday nights, and that's a huge pickup for us. With another guy from Japan. Obviously, our show will take place in Japan itself. That's where most of our shows for Saturday nights will be. Thursdays will be in Mexico, and Mondays will be around the States. So it just depends on where in the States it'll be, but it'll be around the States. But then we have Billy McGillicuddy. He's an Irishman known for his work in the ring in Japan. Obviously, former world champion in Japan. But other than that, I don't know much about him. You're the one that was so high on signing him and getting him on Saturday nights.
Oh yes, and his finisher, the McGillicudder, one of the cleanest and most beautiful finishers that
I
I've
mean,
ever
yeah,
seen.
it's a lot like the cleaver, but like it just has a little extra oomph to it. That like it's clean as shit. Um, but yeah, he obviously, I don't know what divisions he's gonna go for because of the intimidating champion that is Ripper. I mean, I think we're gonna have matches between the King of Hell. Obviously, I don't need to say much about Oblivion, former WLW Golden Ticket holder, former WHW champion. I mean, obviously needed to be a part of the WLW once again to make us feel whole after the whole issues that we had in the past.
Yeah,
And
and I was
probably
gonna say
gunning for that world heavyweight title.
the great thing is with these three talents so far is they're coming in with clean slate. They can prove
Mm-hmm.
whatever they can, and then they could choose what title they're going for. So
Exactly.
yeah, they have a lot of options for them.
And
And the next
then
the other surprise pick was RML.
yeah, so RML, one of the reasons why I scouted him out so heavily and kind of why I wanted to get him, and I wanted him on Thursday nights, but Mexi didn't pick him. He talked a lot of shit about Mexi. Um
I
like
don't blame him.
he would sit there and he'd be like, "Oh, this dude supports are one-sided. He only supports the cartel. He's getting paid. Blah blah blah." He also claims he's the best ever in the world, like ever at
Yeah.
wrestling, which I think he's going to find out very quickly that's not the case. But we're going to find out if he can hold his own in this promotion. Being a part of Saturdays is going to be very interesting. It's going to be a tougher competition to say the least.
It'll be a
With
lot more
names
hard hitting,
like
that's for
yeah,
sure.
with names like Oblivion, Martillo Ardiadente, Kenshi, the Ripper, Makina de la Muerte. I mean, there's a ton of names on there that are hard hitters. That is going to be interesting. Mercy, formerly known as Samael. After losing his war with Oblivion twice, Mercy was born as like his final form type deal, I guess. I'm not entirely sure, but Oblivion didn't really express that to me. But Mercy wants to make a name for himself. Obviously, don't know what title they're going after. We'll find out on Saturdays what's going to happen. We're going to planning on having a few matches to determine who will be the international champion next Saturday. So that'll be a thing. And then the last person I want to talk about before I end today's video is the guy that I scouted out as much as I scouted out El Numero Uno in the past. Makina de la Muerte. Makina de la Muerte is, in my opinion, next to El Numero Uno, the best luchador there has ever been, there ever will be, and the best that I've ever seen in my entire existence. The shit he does in the ring is insane. It's even like compared to Numero Uno, I'm honestly surprised they're not on the same brand. But now that they're not, I mean, you have these two brands, Thursday and Saturday, that are going to shine because of those two additions. I mean, Monday is still, we're like not giving Monday enough credit. Monday is still going to be really good.
Yes.
Especially with those first four picks that they had.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean,
It's gonna be
getting
great.
Draco and Sonidor Mystico is huge. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see what we do going forward. Obviously, Mondays are going to be me and HNS. Thursdays, me and Mexi. Saturdays, me and Krios, and we're going to go through it that way. The next pay-per-view is going to represent all three brands at Summer Clash. That date is to be determined, but so far we have one match announced already, and that is Icano Cayedo and El Numero Uno in a steel cage for the WLW Championship. Another thing that I wanted to wait to announce until Monday, but I'm going to do it here because fuck it. Sonidor Mystico will be facing El Bufon Loco in a street fight
Oh.
for the WLW United States Championship at Summer Clash. So that is two matches that have been confirmed for Summer Clash. Obviously, we're still working out the details on the other ones because with this new draft and stuff, it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens. But yeah, all in all, that has been the WLW 2023 draft. We'll probably do another one of these maybe next year or so. Who knows? But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you this week.